thank you for tuning back in again. It's real life people, real stories, although names have been changed to help protect the identity. So, this one's especially for the young girls out there because I really need for you to have your wits about you when you're out and about. Because it's a big world out there and there's a few weirdos as well. And these weirdos are the ones that I need for you to have your eyes and ears open for, to know what to look for, especially when you're out and about in your little short skirts. Now, Chloe, she went to the beach one day. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon and she was just walking back home, minding her own stuff. She had on a little mini skirt, a nice little tank top, perfectly normal clothing for a day at the beach. Although she did have a busy road to cross, but still she was quite covered up. It wasn't as though she was walking down the street in her bikini. But for years and years after this happened to her, she's been blaming herself, and it's not her fault. You just have to know that there's people out there that prey on young girls like yourself. So what happened was she got followed, she got clocked. There was some driver driving by, he saw her in a little short skirt and he followed her back to the block of flats. Now, Chloe was in a world of her own. She was just walking down the street thinking about what she was going to do for the night, where she was going to go, what she was going to eat, what she was going to put on, blah blah blah. The normal things that a young girl is going to be thinking about. So she didn't notice this guy following her in his car. She walked into the block of the flats and she got to the lift. She pressed for the lift to come and she waited there thinking about all these things. You know, she got in the lift and she pressed it to go up, and then a hand went through the lift door and there was a guy. She didn't think anything of it. The lift door opened up. He got in. She smiled at him and she says, "What for?" As you would do, she didn't suspect a thing. And then he went for her. Here she was now trapped in a lift, screaming for her life because this man had his hands all over her. And that door was about to shut. What was running through her mind was absolutely horrendous. But thankfully, she'd had a little bit of training before in the martial arts a few years earlier, so she was able to go woof, 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 and she was able to push the guy out of the lift. Now, she said to me in the session, she goes, "I don't know where that energy came from, but it came." And she managed to push the guy out of the lift and the door shut. And she was saved. Now that guy was never found, but he was reported. But this sort of thing that can happen to you can stay with you for a very, very long time. She had a fear of lifts for years to come because she never really spoke about it. She never really dealt with it. She blamed herself for walking home with a little short skirt on, and she started to cover up. It was like 90 degrees outside and here she was sweating her tits off. So what's she going to do? During the sessions it became apparent that it wasn't her fault. And now she's been able to let that go. She doesn't class men all as the same, which is great. So, if you found yourself in a situation that you've been followed and you got attacked and you're finding it difficult to pick yourself back up again, then please. The first half hour with me is free, and maybe I'm the one that can help you get your life back together. It's worth a thought. It's worth a try. Just go to my website today, www.selinastone.com, and contact me, and we can see what we can do together. Okay, until next time, thank you.